Welcome back to another clay video. Today we are going to create all of the different colored characters from Among Us, but also we're going to give them these cool little hats. You guys have been talking a lot in the comments lately about me making something from Among Us. And I've been playing the game a bit myself, so I was pretty excited to start creating some of these little astronauts. And since we're going to be creating all 12 of the colors you can play as, and they're all the exact same design, I'm just going to show you how I created this first astronaut and skip the rest of them. Now our first astronaut's body is done, so let's start working on his oxygen tank. I used to think this was just a backpack, but I read somewhere, maybe on the wiki, that this is actually his oxygen tank. So now here I've created all the playable colors in the game, and we'll start attaching all of their oxygen tanks on the back of them. I was also reading that there used to be 2 other colors, but those got discontinued from the game. Now we have all of our astronauts done, and again, since we're going to be making 12 exactly the same, in order to make the face mask, I decided it would be best to try to make a cane. I've seen people make the face mask for these in different ways. They've painted it on or layered the clay, but I kind of think that making a cane will be the easiest, since when you cut into it, it's going to be the exact same design pattern every single time you cut. So here's what it looks like. I think that pretty closely matches the mask on the Among Us characters. Now we just have to round off the edges a little bit, and we can put this onto our character. I think that looks pretty awesome. The white gives the nice little glare on the mask. So now let's put the masks on all of them. If you notice, I made some of them facing to the left and some of them facing to the right. I did this by just flipping over the piece that I cut out from the cane. And now that all of our astronauts are done, we can start working on all of the hats. This first hat comes from a suggestion in the comments I got. Can you please do a white one with the sheep horns? It's my favorite character and I named it Sheep, or Ship. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but it's pretty cool that you made up your own name for a character hat combination. Now this next one is coming from the same commenter. They suggested I should make a yellow one with a black hat. I'm not sure which of these 2 black hats you meant, but I'm gonna go with this one here. Some of you also left me suggestions on Discord of hat color combinations, but for some reason I can't get Discord to work on my computer, only on mobile, so I wasn't able to get those suggestions into the video for you guys, but I still did create some of them. We can start working on the leaf head here. This one is super basic and easy to create. I guess most of the hats are, but they add this extra detail to your character, make it a little bit more customizable. We can use our knife here to cut these a little bit shorter, and then we'll start engraving the leaf pattern on here. I decided to put this green leaf hat on top of the brown astronaut. I thought that that looked pretty nice, like it's sort of growing out of the dirt. We'll connect these together here, and we can get them onto our brown astronaut's head. Moving on to the next hat, we have the plunger. I've mixed a little bit of black and red together to get this plunger color. Although I don't really see anybody in the game using this hat, I think it's a pretty funny hat and it looks pretty cool on the characters. Let's make a little dent here in the top. This is going to be where the handle goes. This is just some tan clay. Let's secure that in there. And again, we'll have to cut the top of the head off here. Most of these hats don't really work unless you cut the top of the head. Now our next hat color combination is the Caribic's favorite. The first time I played the game, I picked the orange guy with this hat. Don't really know why, but I've just stuck with it since, so if you ever play with me in the game, you'll see me wearing this combo. We need this little brown stripe here to go around the safari hat. I've just mixed the main hat color with a little bit of darker brown. Let's get that onto the top of his head here. I think that looks pretty nice, so let's move on to the next hat. One of the most delicious things in the world somebody could eat: cheese. Cheese has to be one of my favorite foods in the entire world. Eating it plain, eating it in things, doesn't matter. Cheese is amazing. Now moving on to another one of my favorite foods, the banana. Now I decided for this one it would be easiest to make the different banana peel pieces separately and put them all together, so let's get these together here. And now using this tool we can sort of try to prop the banana up and bend the different peel pieces to get it to stand in the air. We can twirl the top here, this will make our banana a little bit taller. And I've put it onto my modeling tool here, this just made it a lot easier to attach this piece. We can get it onto the black suit here. Moving on, we have the crown. I would say out of all of the hats, this was probably the easiest one to create. The sunny side up egg is also very easy, but this one I think is the easiest. We just need to cut out our shape of the crown here, and on the bottom this curved cut I'm doing, this is just so that it stands on top of the head much easier. And we'll seal this on in the back so we don't mess up any details on the front. Now this is one of my favorites here, my favorite hats. This is the alien. And before I forget, there is a poll in this video, so make sure you check the description of this video to find the poll. The poll is about which map I am going to create from Among Us, so make sure you participate and help decide. We have this little antenna on top of the alien here. Moving on, we have the sunny side up egg. As I mentioned earlier, this is a super easy hat to create. The only hard part about it is making sure you have super clean hands, otherwise the white gets dirty so fast from the other clay colors. Moving on, we have what I think is a new hat in the game, or at least fairly new. I haven't seen anybody using these yet, but I also don't see it on my hat list, so maybe it's one of those that you have to buy using your money in real life. I've also seen there's some Halloween things, so maybe this is a holiday pack or something like that. We're going to use the dotting tool here to make this look nice and fluffy. I remember doing this technique making the fur on King Dedede on his coat. And we have the little ball at the end of the hat here. And I thought it would be pretty cool to put this one on top of the green guy because it's Christmas colors and it just looks nice together. Moving on, we have our final hat, but this is not much of a hat. This is the bear ears, or is it monkey ears? I'm really not too sure. We have this lighter part here. This was from the wrapping of the safari hat. Let's cut that off and attach these onto the head. We can get all of our little astronauts here ready onto the baking tray. And the astronauts are ready to get baked. After baking, I realized that this sunny side up wanted to be sunny side down. I should have just never said that joke. We have to cut the bottom of the feet here to make him stand up a bit nicer. And here it is, all of the astronaut colors and some cool hats from Among Us. I hope you all enjoyed the creation of these little astronauts. They were super fun to make and I love all of their little hats. Let me know in the comments which hat was your favorite. My personal favorites are the alien, the cheese head, and the Santa hat. Don't forget to participate in the poll to help decide which map I will be creating first. And I will see you all in the next one.